What can characterize a good MMA fighter? A healthy lifestyle, decency, modesty. If you answered yes, then you're clearly not a fan of Sean O'Malley. He likes to fight as much as he enjoys the attention of women. And smoking weed fits perfectly into his healthy lifestyle. An extravagant, extraordinary, and very dangerous fighter, Sean O'Malley. Today, this American athlete is one of the brightest and most popular representatives of mixed martial arts, and his career is being watched by fans around the world. Intrigued? Let's talk in order about how the world presented him to us. The future fighter was born on October 24th, 1994 in Helena, Montana. From the early years, Sean led an active lifestyle and tried various sports. He played football, basketball, and baseball, but none of them held his interest for long. Sean wasn't interested in school assignments either. He considered his studies useless and never passed his final exams.
High school, I didn't like high school. I wasn't really a high school kind of kid. I didn't really like it. I dropped out when I was a sophomore. Oh, I do not like school. I hated school. I hate it. I'm like, this is the dumbest shit I've ever done. Like, I don't want to be here.
O'Malley also worked as a nurse at a psychiatric hospital at one time, but soon quit. Sean was introduced to mixed martial arts by a friend who suggested they go to the gym together. The new sport soon attracted the young man, and by the age of 18, he began to participate in amateur fights. O'Malley later admitted that he learned more useful information from sports than from school lessons. He learned how to eat right and how to handle his body.
I couldn't eat, yeah. Just like knowing what it does to your body, knowing that you are what you eat. It's hard. I can't cheat. I can't do it. If I know that's not gonna benefit my body, I can't eat it. It's hard for me.
What you eat.
With a height of 1 meter 80 centimeters and a weight of about 61 kilograms, the fighter decided to build his career in the lightest weight category. Before moving to the professional league, Sean fought 9 fights at the amateur level, winning 7 of them.
O'Malley takes advantage. There, as long as that. That's it. We saw a lot of Sean there. We saw a lot of striking. We saw a lot of ground control.
The first professional fight took place in 2015 at the Intense Championship Fighting Tournament. His opponent was American Josh Reyes, and O'Malley defeated him by technical knockout. In July 2016, O'Malley entered the boxing ring for the first time as a professional. The fight did not go too well for his opponent. Sean knocked out Courtney at the end of the first round. In October, the fighter returned to MMA and fought his last fight in his own lightweight division for the ICF promotion. Sugar demonstrated a dominant performance. As a result, O'Malley knocked out Tycen Lyn with a high kick in the middle of the fight. In March 2017, he improved his record to 6 consecutive wins. At the Beatdown 20 tournament, Sean knocked out Irvin Veloz in the first round. Then, Sugar decided to add another name to his collection of viral knockouts, Nuzzo. It took him only 3 minutes to finish the fight colorfully.
Now Nuzzo's been dropped 3 times.
With this knockout, he drew attention to his person and was contacted by the UFC. In the summer of 2017, Sugar received an offer for the Dana White Contender Series qualifying tournament.
With this opportunity, I'm gonna go out there, I'm gonna knock this kid out. He's similar to the last 3 guys I fought. He's an orthodox striker, he's too slow. I'm gonna come out there, bounce in front of him, his confidence is gonna go down, I'm gonna kick him in the body, I'm gonna kick him in the head, and the fight's gonna be over in 2 rounds. Then I'm gonna knock this dude out in spectacular fashion, and you're gonna want to sign me.
After entering the octagon, Sean began to demonstrate his skills.
Yeah, you know. Oh, big knee to the body. Out of the way of this. Oh, big left from O'Malley. Punches. Oh, big left knee to the hitting back from O'Malley. Right. O'Malley.
And at the end of the first period, the American created another viral knockout.
Oh,
thus impressing the president of the UFC, and not only. After such a sensational knockout, Sugar proved that he had a place in the organization. Since 2018, the fighter has signed a full-fledged contract with the UFC and performs in the main MMA promotion. His first fight took place on the show The Ultimate Fighter 26 against Terrion Ware.
Let's see what this motherfucker's got right here. We'll see what he's got. Yeah, we'll see, motherfucker.
Despite failing to knock out his opponent, Sean had a great fight and pulled out the victory by unanimous decision.
Still undefeated Sugar, Sean O'Malley.
This is amazing. Oh my God, I'm speechless. We're just getting started, baby. We're just getting started.
The American's next fight took place in March at the UFC 222 tournament. In the first 2 rounds, Sean, as always, was on top and dominated his opponent. But in the 3rd round, he injured his leg. Andre made a strange decision and took the American to the ground, holding him until the end of the fight. Sean won by a majority decision of the judges. Despite a leg injury, Sugar received the award for Fight of the Evening. He had to give the after-fights interview lying down.
Welcome to the Sugar Show, everybody!
And later had to move on crutches. Doctors diagnosed a ligament rupture. The UFC president was amazed by Andre's stupid
was
fight
laying
plan.
on top of him instead of making him stand up and get up. Not very smart.
In the fall of that year, O'Malley was caught doping. Ostarine was found in the sample of the young fighter.
So right now it's the Athletic Commission that's not letting me fight. So we have a hearing with them on the 20th, and kind of that'll determine when I get a fight.
After a 6-month disqualification, Sean was again convicted of using the same prohibited substance. But there was no disqualification. The USADA decided that it was the remains of the same sample.
These new studies, or these new tests that they have, they are so fucking extensive. They catch shit that you did years ago.
That's crazy.
And if you took a tainted supplement with something that has 0 performance benefit years ago, it can still show up in your system.
After all these scandals, there was a pandemic and a series of injuries. At the same time, major media outlets spread the information that Sean and his wife, Denis Gonzalez, have an open relationship. Sean talked about that several times afterwards, both in interviews and on his blog.
I don't see how someone can be with one girl the rest of their life. Like, I just can't, I don't see it. And I was telling her, explaining this to her before we kind of were dating. So, dude, she knew what she was getting into before she got into it.
Spouses are free to meet and have intimate relations with other people, which does not cause them mutual jealousy. Given Sugar's cuteness and popularity among women, maybe he needed doping not only to prepare for battles in the ring, if you know what we're talking about. He made his comeback 2 years later at UFC 248 in 2020. Everyone expected fireworks from Sugar, and he did not disappoint. It took O'Malley 2 minutes to beat his opponent and receive the award for Performance of the Evening. It was a resounding comeback for Sean, and he had so many emotions that he couldn't describe in words.
With the winner, Sean O'Malley. Welcome back.
Any other performances jump off the page? Sean O'Malley.
O'Malley looked good, man. Think that guy's been off for a couple years to come back in and look as sharp as he did. I got to talk to the boys, but I want to turn him around as quick as possible and get him back in there.
O'Malley didn't keep his fans waiting long and returned to the octagon 3 months later at UFC 250.
Whether he comes forward and pushes the action, he'll get knocked out, or if he lets me push him backwards, he'll get knocked out. So it just works out perfect.
And it worked. This knockout was very viral on the internet, and Sean's popularity soared. The number of subscribers grew, and his fans began to recognize him more often on the streets. But this hype was not long.
This is my third fight in 6 months. So yeah, we're on pace for 4, but definitely not looking past Cheeto, and I know what can happen in a fight.
It's a fight, so just go in there and let it go.
O'Malley entered the octagon with the confidence that he would get the knockout award of the evening again. But instead, he got a low kick that disabled his leg.
Something's wrong with O'Malley's leg.
Yep, his right leg.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah, Will here up. He fell down.
Oh! Huge elbow from Shield! Marlon Vera!
Sugar suffered the first defeat of his career, but he still considers himself undefeated. That's what he thinks about it.
You watched that fight. I was piecing
You were
him
winning
up.
the fight.
I was piecing him up.
So, but Sean, he got lucky.
I talked to the Sugar State Athletic Commission, and they took it away. It's not even.
Okay, I like that. I like that. I like that, Sean.
I don't give a shit what he's saying. I knock him out. You know, you can say whatever you want. You can make fun of it. At the end of the day, he's going to bed every night knowing I put him out. So.
After recovering, O'Malley continued training and was given Thomas Almeida as his opponent.
In my head, I see a good, spectacular knockout. I want that knockout. I want that to go viral. I want a knockout that's going to drop people's jaws and just be like, what the just happened?
Going into this fight, Sugar wanted to prove to everyone that his striking technique is the best in the UFC. He dominated his opponent for 3 rounds and scored a viral knockout.
And I knew going into that fight, Thomas, a Muay Thai guy, is a kickboxer. He's gonna come and try to kick my leg. So that probably wasn't. If that was his plan, if he thought he was gonna be able to come in there and just kick my leg, it wasn't a good idea.
The next person who came under O'Malley's hot hand was Kris Moutinho's debutante.
I'm the most exciting fighter that this roster is gonna have on the card. I'm coming to bring a war the entire time, and win, lose, or draw, there will be blood, and I can't wait.
Yeah, that's the plan. Go out there and get another viral knockout. But like I said, when I close my eyes, I kind of try to picture what would be crazy, what would be insane, what's never been done before. I gotta hurt him first, and then I get the spectacular knockout.
Sugar showed a filigree performance where he simply destroyed the opponent. In an interview after the fight, Sean spoke out.
Hasn't won a fight since 2012. Petr Yan is petrified. Dominic Cruz is ducking me. Bob Ron, where you at?
O'Malley wanted to get a top opponent, but he was offered the 15th number in his division, Raulian Paiva. But at a press conference, Sugar decided to tickle the nerves of a former champion, Cody Garbrandt.
He's won 1 fight since 2017.
That's a good one. That's good. And you haven't fought anybody. Who the f you fought?
Cody's 1 fight away from the commentary booth next to Dominic Cruz, so I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
It's still done more than what you're ever going to do in this career.
Dana, can me and Cody square up just for the future?
Please, let's do it. We'll do it right now.
Square up.
Switching to Raulian Paiva, we again saw how Sean dismantled his opponent in the first round and took another bonus for the performance of the evening.
Yeah, honestly, I think he's one of the toughest guys I have fought. But when I land those big shots, I'm gonna take you out, and that's what happened.
Many criticized O'Malley for considering himself the best in his weight class, but he did not beat anyone from the top 10 of his division. And that's what Sean responded to this criticism.
A lot of people want me to fight someone ranked. They wanted me to fight someone ranked last fight. I was supposed to fight Luis Smolka. For me, I have a contract to fight a certain amount of fights, and I'm gonna get paid a certain amount of money, whether I fight Luis Smolka, the dude I was supposed to fight, or I fight Petr Yan, the #1 bantamweight in UFC. I get paid the same. I'm gonna fight this dude. And I'm gonna fight this dude on a Conor McGregor pay-per-view.
Because you just keep getting better too.
I just keep getting better. I'm gonna keep improving. Chael Sonnen always says it, fight the worst dude on the highest part of the card.
After all this, Sean was finally given an opponent from the top 10 of the lightest division. In July 2022, at UFC 276, the American entered the octagon against Brazilian Pedro Munoz.
Feels like it's the main event. That's what it feels like. Feels like I'm headlining the card.
It was a great opportunity for Sugar to get into the top 10 of his division. The first round was spent in reconnaissance. The fighters took aim. But at the beginning of the second round, Sean inadvertently hit Munoz in the eye. After that, the Brazilian could not continue the fight. The fight was declared invalid.
That's what I was told. I think 20 more seconds, they said it would have been considered gone to the scorecards, which I was completely dominating. I didn't get hit once. I felt, I don't know, it sucked. I felt like I dominated the fight, and I was finding my range. You know, I had 1.5 rounds to finish him, and I believe I could have done that.
After such an ambiguous fight, Sugar surprisingly arranged a duel against the first number in the ranking and former champion, Petr Yan.
It's not his fault to look at me as a certain level, but whatever level he thinks I am, I'm better. Pink Poodle, coming to kill, the little Russian. I'm gonna smash Peter. How about that? Is that a better answer?
For Peter, he says that you're not 5'7", that you're 5'5". Can you confirm that you are 5'7"?
No, he can't. No, he can't.
При чем тут рост? Вы посмотрите на его вид. Это как девушка с дороги.
At the UFC 280 tournament, Sean wanted to prove to everyone that he was worthy of fighting opponents from the top 5 and could claim the title. A lot was said outside the cage, but it didn't matter because everything was decided in the octagon. The fight was spectacular. Sugar smashed Yan in the rack, and Peter tried to put his opponent on the ground.
Stability help there. Nice knee up the middle there from O'Malley. Left hand, he split him open.
And then Bruce Buffer announced the winner. Everyone was dumbfounded, and perhaps it was the most controversial decision of the judges that year.
A lot of people were shocked. Like,
Yeah.
There's a video of Khabib watching the decision, and Khabib's like, how?
Yeah.
How did he win? How?
I mean, I think the people would love to see me be the bantamweight champions. We'll give the people what they want.
By defeating Peter, Sugar showed that he can withstand fighters of the highest level.
Sweet crowd right now. Well, he can star in the episode of Funk Master, baby. Sugar Show with the you at. I know you got a whole year. You had a whole year to work in jiu-jitsu.
You better be ready to cut weight.
Daddy Dana ain't gonna babysit no more.
You better look better than that.
Better than that. I drag it up and down the octagon. Get the out of my cage.
I'm not priding myself to be a striker. I am a grappler foremost. So if you have a problem with that, like Khabib says, his father's plan, I'm coming out there with the purpose is to take you down and drown you, and that's it.
Every time I fight, has there been anybody that's hurt Petr Yan? Anyone that's been able to catch him, crack him? I dropped him to a knee in the second round. I can find people's chins. I do find people's chins. That's what I built a career off knocking people out in the first round. Yeah, I feel like I'm Aljo's fighting for the sugar belt. You know, I just feel like I just gotta go in there and knock his ass out. Just keep getting better and better and bigger and bigger.
Who has this guy fought? He is going to get exposed on Saturday night. Exposed! I cannot wait! I cannot wait!
Dun-dun-dun. Sports Center's top 10 plays coming in at number 1. Sugar Sean O'Malley knocks out Aljamain Sterling!
Sean has already become a superstar, but reaching the top is the dream of every fighter who enters the octagon. Defeating such an opponent will take his fame to a new level. Sean O'Malley vividly knocked out Aljamain Sterling in the second round, becoming the new UFC lightweight champion. Thus, he backed up his claim and shut the mouths of all those who underestimated his skills. Having become the undisputed champion, Sugar wanted to get even with the only offender in the UFC.
This is just the beginning of the Sugar era. I'm running this till 2035, baby. Did Cheeto win?
Cheeto won tonight.
Was it boring? Probably. I'll whoop Cheeto December in Vegas at T-Mobile. Let's
go, baby!
Dana White quickly picked up on this idea and organized the first title defense against Marlon Vera in Miami.
We f***ing go. I beat this again.
So me versus Cheeto rematch would be mad.
El apoyo se siente que Ecuador va a tener su primer campeón mundial.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm very calm going into this fight. You know, it's easy to be calm when you know you're going to knock someone the out.
Sean had been preparing for this fight for 4 years, and he was ready to prove himself in the cage. The time for talking is over, and it's time for the fight. Sugar demonstrated a masterclass to the Ecuadorian and smashed him in a rack for all 25 minutes. Sean brought 240 significant hits to the target. The fight ended with a decision of the judges. After that, Sean challenged Ilia Topuria.
Give me a jet to Spain, baby. I'm coming for Ilia Topuria. And if he doesn't want it, I want Ilia, baby. Give me Ilia.
But the UFC leadership had their own plans. They assigned him a fight against Merab Dvalishvili at a historic tournament in the Sphere. And this Saturday, we will find out whether there will be a new bantamweight champion or Sugar will be able to defend his title once again. We are looking forward to the next return to the octagon of this bright and creative representative of MMA, because Sean is a charismatic fighter of the lightest weight category who has repeatedly demonstrated his honed technique in the octagon. Stay with the best highlights of MMA and continue to follow the career of Sean O'Malley. We expect the fighter to continue to delight fans with his exciting fights and bold proceeding. And outside the cage, he will continue to fascinate with his incredibly vivid images.
Salute to the fallen. Salute. 21 guns like the army. How you gon' harm me or disarm me?